Hi students, how are you? How do you feel the quarantine holidays? Welcome to the session of 7th standard physics. Today is our first class. Our topic is measurement. We know very well, without measurement we can't work anything. First of all, we see what are the learning objectives in this lesson. See one by one. To identify fundamental and derived physical quantities, to identify fundamental and derived units, obtain units for certain derived quantities, measure the area of some regular and irregular shaped objects, measure the volume of some regular and irregular shaped objects, calculate the density of solid and liquid objects, define astronomical unit and a light year. Now only we are going to see introduction of measurement. In day-to-day life, we measure many things such as weight of fruits, vegetables, food grains, temperature of your body, volume of liquids, and the speed of your vehicles. Etc. So, in day-to-day life, we measure many things such as weight of fruits, vegetables, food grains, temperature of your body, volume of liquids, and speed of your vehicle, etc. Here, quantities such as weight, mass, time, temperature are called physical quantities. We know very well. For example, let us assume that you walk 10 km every day. In this example, 10 is the value. You know very well, 10 is the value and the kilometer is the unit used to measure the magnitude of the distance. That is a physical quantity. A value and a unit used to express the magnitude of the distance, which is a physical quantities. In this lesson, we are going to study about area, volume, fundamental quantity and derived quantity such as density, volume and measurement of larger quantities. First of all, we see the definition of measurement. Measurement is the comparison of unknown quantity with a known standard quantity of the same kind. We know unknown quantity is compared to the known standard quantity, that is called measurement. I will write now, all of you listen here. Measurement is the comparison of unknown quantity with a known standard quantity. Known standard quantity of the same kind. It is called measurement. Again, I tell to you, listen. Measurement is the comparison of unknown quantity with a known standard quantity of the same kind. Listen, next of all, we want to see unit. What now? Unit. The standard quantity used for the comparison is called a unit. This is a very 2 mark questions important. The standard quantity used for the comparison is called a unit. Now are you understand what is measurement and define unit? These two questions are very important questions. Next topic is system of units. We have the different types of system of units. We will see one by one. First one is FPS system, second one is CGS system, third one is MKS system, and last one is SI system. I will write now. First one is FPS system, second one is CGS system, third one is MKS system, and the last one is SI system. And the last one is SI system. First we will going to see FPS system. FPS system. In this FPS system, the unit of length is measured by foot. The unit of length is measured by foot. The unit of mass is measured by pound. The unit of mass is measured by pound. The unit of time is measured by second. This system is called FPS system. What is the expansion of FPS system? Foot, pound, second system. This is called a FPS system. And the second system name is CGS system. So in this CGS system, the unit of length is measured by centimeter. The unit of length is measured by centimeter. The unit of mass is measured by gram. The unit of mass is measured by gram. And the unit of time is measured by second respectively. What is the expansion of CGS system? Centimeter, gram, second system. This system is called CGS system. And third one is MKS system. In this MKS system, the unit of length is measured by meter. The unit of length is measured by meter. The unit of mass is measured by kilogram. The unit of mass is measured by kilogram. And the unit of time is measured by second respectively. This system is called MKS system. So the last one is SI system. In this system is called new system of units or international system of units. In 1960, listen all of you, in 1960, 7 fundamental units and 2 supplementary units were decided. That system is called SI system. Are you understood now? We have the different types of system of units. First one is FPS system, second one is CGS system, third one is MKS system, and last one is SI system. We know what is the expansion of FPS system? Foot, pound, second respectively. So are you understood very well? Okay, we will see next topic. Next topic is physical quantities. The quantities which can be measured by an instrument are called physical quantities and follow the laws of physics. Now we will see. The quantities which can be measured by an instrument are called physical quantities and follows laws of physics What are the best examples of physical quantities? Length, mass, time, temperature, velocity, acceleration. These are the best examples of physical quantities. We know very well physical quantities are of two types. How many types are there? There are two types. One is a fundamental quantity. One is a fundamental quantities, and the second one is derived quantities. Second one is derived quantities. What is the other name of fundamental quantities? That is basic. What is the other name of fundamental? Basic. So the another name of fundamental quantity is basic quantities, and another one is derived quantities. This is the definition of physical quantities. The quantities which can be measured by an instrument are called physical quantities, and this is follow the laws of physics. Physical quantities are of two types. One is a fundamental quantities and another one is a derived quantities. Next topic is fundamental quantities. The physical quantities that are independent of one another are called fundamental quantities. Now I will write the definition of fundamental quantities. The physical quantities that are independent of one another are called fundamental quantities. The unit of these is fundamental quantities are called fundamental units. So very important 2 more questions. What are called fundamental quantities or what are called fundamental units? What are the best examples of fundamental unit? Length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, amount of substance, luminous intensity. These are the fundamental quantities. Now I will take the basic quantity, that is denoted by the letter Z. I already told to you what are the best examples of fundamental quantities. First we will write here length, mass, time, electric current, temperature, amount of substance, luminous intensity. So what is the SI unit of length? Is meter. Meter. So what is the symbol of meter? M. So next basic quantity is mass. What is the SI unit of mass? Kilogram. That is measured by the symbol kg, kilogram. And the third one basic quantity is time. The SI unit of time is second. So that is second. Electric current. The SI unit of electric current is ampere. That is represented by the symbol capital A. The next basic quantity is temperature. What is the SI unit of temperature? Kelvin. Kelvin. The symbol of Kelvin is K. And next one is amount of substance. What is the SI unit of amount of substance? Mole. That is the symbol of mole. MOL. And last one is luminous intensity. The SI unit of luminous intensity is candela. That is the symbol of CD. These are the basic quantities of fundamental quantities: length, mass, time, electric current, temperature, amount of substance, and luminous intensity. These are the fundamental quantities. Next quantity is derived quantities. The physical quantities which can be expressed in the terms of fundamental quantities are called derived quantities, and the unit of these derived quantities are called derived units. For example, how to tell This is a derived quantities. Let us consider speed of a particle can be written as distance travelled by a unit time. So speed is equal to distance divided by time. I am going to write definition of derived units. The physical quantities which can be expressed in the terms of fundamental quantities, expressed in the terms of fundamental quantities, very important, fundamental quantities is called derived quantities, is called derived quantities. So listen, the physical quantities which can be expressed in the terms of fundamental quantities is called derived quantities. The unit of these derived quantities, listen all of you, the unit of these derived quantities are called derived units, are called derived units. I already told you how to write the speed. Speed is equal to distance divided by time. So the distance is measured by the unit is meter, the SI unit of time is second. So this is a derived physical quantity of speed. Next we will see the derived physical quantity. First one is area. Second one is area, volume, frequency, density, speed, velocity, acceleration, force, pressure. These are the derived physical quantities. What is the formula for the area? That is length into breadth. Length into breadth. Length into breadth. What is the derived unit of area? The length is measured by the meter. The breadth also measured by the meter. So what is the symbol of area? Meter into meter, meter square. This is the derived physical quantity of area. And the second one is volume. So what is the formula to calculate the volume? Length into breadth into height. This is the formula for volume. So length is measured by the meter, breadth also measured by the meter, and height also measured by the meter. So meter into meter, meter square. Again here have meter. So meter square into meter, meters cube. This is the derived physical quantity of volume. And third one is frequency. What is the formula to calculate the frequency? 1 by time period. 1 by time period. So what is the derived unit of frequency? 1 by time period. We know very well. The unit is what? Second. So what is the symbol of frequency? Hertz. That is denoted by Hz. And the next one is density. What is the formula to calculate the density? Mass by volume. Mass by volume. So what is the derived unit of mass? That is measured by kilogram. Volume you know already, we derived symbol is meter cube. So we will write kilogram meters cube or kg meter power minus 3. This is the derived physical quantity of density. And next one is speed. We know very well, I already told you what is meant by speed. Speed is distance travelled by a unit time. So distance divided by time. So distance is measured by the meter, time is measured by the second. So m here not have any power means we want to consider 1. So this power goes to up means negative. So minus 1. And the next one is velocity. So velocity means so displacement divided by time. Velocity means displacement divided by time. The unit of distance and displacement are same, so measured by the meter. The unit of time is measured by second, so meter second power minus 1. What is the formula to calculate the acceleration? Change in velocity divided by time. Change in velocity divided by time. So already we derived velocity meter per second. We know the time, so second. So how to calculate this? M S into, here don't have numerator, so 1 by S. So meter divided by second into second square. So meter second power minus 2. And the next one is force. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. The unit of mass is kilogram. Already we derived acceleration meter second power minus 2. So what is the symbol of force? That is a Newton. We will write the capital N. And the last derived physical quantity is pressure. How to calculate the pressure? Force per area. Already we derived force, that is a Newton, divided by area is already derived, that is a meter square. Force per pressure is equal to force per area, Newton per meter square. The symbol of pressure is Pascal. PASCAL. Pascal, that is measured by PA. These are the derived physical quantity of area, volume, frequency, density, speed, velocity, acceleration, force and pressure. So already we given force is equal to kg multiply of meter second power minus 2. Okay, are you understood? The next topic is area. What is the definition of area? Area is the measure of how much of space there on a flat surface. That is called area. The area of a plot of land is derived by multiplying its length and breadth. It is called area. So you know the very well, area is equal to length into breadth. What is the SI unit of area? The SI unit of area is meter square, or meter square is also called square meters. Now I am going to write the definition of area. Area is a measure of how much of space there on a flat surface. The flat of a land is derived by multiplying its length and breadth. So area is equal to length into breadth. So what is the SI unit of area? SI unit of area is meter square. How you are telling meter square? Already we derived the physical quantity area. Length is measured by meter, breadth also measured by the meter. So we are telling what? Meter square. What is the another name of meter square? Square meter. This is the area. So we want to calculate area is a derived quantity. We obtained fundamental quantity, that is length. So we calculate the length and breadth. Next topic is area of regular shaped objects. How to calculate the area of regular shaped object? Now we will see. The area of regular shaped object can be calculated by using the relevant formula. In downside table we are going to calculate area of regular shaped objects we given now. Now we are going to tabulate. First one is serial number, and next we take plane figure. Next we will take a diagram, and last one is we calculate now what? Area. So serial number, plane figure, diagram and area. The first one is we know very well. First one is we will take square. What part? Square. So how to draw the square diagram? So all the sides are equal. That is called what? Square. So how to calculate the area of a square? side into side. So what is the formula? Side into side. That is side is so this is a square has how many sides? 4 sides. So A into F. Side is measured by the letter what? A. So A multiplied by A. So what is the area of a square? A square. This is the area of regular shaped object, square. So next one is square we completed, and second one is a rectangle. What ma? Rectangle. So how to draw the rectangle? So this is the rectangle diagram. This is length. These two are length. These two are called breadth. So two lengths, two breadths have. So how to calculate the area? So length into breadth. Length into breadth. So L multiplied by B. So LB. This is the area of regular shaped object of rectangle. And the third one is circle. And the third one is circle. How to draw a circle? This is a circle diagram. In it, center point is we consider the O. The radius is R. It is a radius, so represents by the R. So how to calculate the area? So circle, that is a constant value, pi into we have the radius square. So radius square, pi into, simply we can write pi r square. Pi r square. And the last one is triangle. And the last one is what ma? Triangle. So how to draw a triangle diagram? This is a triangle diagram. This is a height. This is a base. What is the area of a triangle? 1 by 2 multiplied by base into height. Base into height. 1 by 2 multiplied by base into height. So 1 by 2 b into h. So 1 by 2 bh. This is the area of regular shaped objects. Next problem 1.2. Here given the question, find the area of the following regular shaped figures. Already we know the regular shaped figures. What are the examples of regular shaped figures? Square, rectangle, circle, triangle. These are the best examples of regular shaped figures. Here given the question, I will read here. A rectangle whose length is 12 meter and breadth is 4 meter. Now we want to calculate area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle. Already we derived. So what is the formula to calculate the area of a rectangle? Length is multiplied by breadth. Length is multiplied by breadth. So here given the value of length is 12 meter. So we can write here 12 meter, and the breadth is here given 4 meter. So 12 is multiplied by 4. So 12 is multiplied by 4. Meter into meter, meter square. So 2 4s are 8. 1 4 is 4. So 48 meter square. This is the area of a rectangle. So area of a rectangle is equal to 48 meter square. The next question is a circle whose radius is 7 meter. Already we derived what is the formula to calculate the area of a circle, that is pi r square. So area of a circle is equal to pi into r square. So pi is the constant value, that is pi is equal to 22 divided by 7. Pi is the constant value. So here given the radius. So radius means we want to take 7 meter. So 22 divided by 7 multiplied by 7 meter. Here given that what is square. So 22 divided by 7. What is the square number of 7? So 49. Square number of 7 is what? 49. Meter into meter, meter square. So we can calculate the denominator is 7, the numerator is 49. We know the 7th table. 1 7 is 7, 7 7s are 49. So 22 multiplied by 7 meter square. Now we want to multiply 7 2s are 14, remaining 1. 2 7s are 14, remaining 1 here are 154 meter square. So area of a circle is equal to 154 meter square. The third question is a triangle whose base is, we are given the base 6 meter and the height is 8 meter. Already we find area of a triangle is equal to, what is the formula? Do you know? Tell. 1 by 2 base into height. Very good. We will write now area of a triangle. So what is the formula to calculate the area of a triangle? So 1 by 2 multiply by base into height. So 1 by 2, here given the base value, that is we take 6 meter, and the height also here given 8 meter. So 1 by 2 multiply this first, 6 8s are 48 meter into meter square. The first 148 is 48 divided by 2 meter square. End of the digit is even number, so we can take a divisible rule 2. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 24 meter square. This is the area of a triangle. This is the area of a triangle. Well understood, students? These are the basic concept. Next topic is area of irregularly shaped objects. We know in our daily life we encounter many irregularly shaped objects like leaves, maps, stickers of stars or flowers, peacock feathers, etc. The area of such irregularly shaped object cannot be calculated using any formula. How can we find the area of these irregular shaped objects? We can find the area of these figures with the help of graph sheet. The following activity show how to find the area of irregularly shaped plane figures. Now I will tell to you one activity you want to do in your house. So activity number 1, take a leaf from any one of the trees. Must you want to take any one of the trees of the leaves. Place it on a graph sheet. You want to place it on graph sheet and draw the outline of the leaf with a pencil. You want to use the pencil. After you remove that leaf, you can see the outline of the leaf on the graph sheet. First one. Now count the number of whole square. You want to count the whole, W-H-O-L-E, whole square enclosed within the outline of the leaf. You want to take, that is M. And second one is, then count the number of squares that are more than half, H-A-L-F, half, that you want to take N. And third one is, count the number of squares which are half of a whole square. So you want to take that P. And finally, count the number of squares that are less than half. You want to take Q. So now you want to calculate the approximate area of the leaf. Can be calculated by using the formula. So M is equal to, how to calculate? M plus 3 by 4 N plus half 1 by 2 P quarter 1 by 4 Q square centimeter. Now we calculate the area of the leaf. So what is the area of the leaf? So centimeter. We take here centimeter means the unit answer is centimeter square, or meter means meter square. This method is called area of irregularly shaped objects. The next new topic is volume. What is mean by volume? The amount of substance occupied by a three-dimensional view is called volume. So again I tell to you, the amount of space occupied by a three-dimensional object. Three-dimensional object is known as what? Volume. So what is the formula to calculate the volume? So volume is equal to surface area into height. What is the formula to calculate the volume? Surface area into height. Surface area into height, or volume is equal to height. Volume is equal to length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. Again I tell to you what is the definition of volume. The amount of substance occupied by a three-dimensional object is known as volume. We know very well what are the examples of three-dimensional. So three-dimensional means shapes which have three dimensions, namely length, breadth and height are called three dimensions. What are the best examples of three dimensions? Cube, cuboid, sphere, cylinder and cone. These are the best examples of 3D shapes. Next topic is volume of regularly shaped object. In this case of area, we can calculate that relevant formula. But in this volume, we want to calculate the appropriate formula. We want to tabulate this one by one. So first one is serial. First one is we want to take that serial number. Next one is object. And third one is figure. And the last one is we want to calculate the volume. So we take volume. So first serial number is 1. We want to take first object is cube. And the second one is cuboid. Next sphere. And fourth one is cylinder. These are the volume of regularly shaped objects. So how to draw a cube diagram? Listen all of you. So this is the cube diagram. So next we want to draw the cuboid. So this is the cuboid diagram, and the next one is a sphere. Next one is a sphere. So that is a radius, or we want to calculate this. Next, last one is a cylinder. Last one is cylinder. So see here, the cube has, so we want to calculate the side A. These are the sides, and the cuboid has length, breadth and height. And the sphere, that is a radius, represented by the letter O. And this is a radius. So cylinder, this is a radius, this is the height. So we want to calculate the volume of cube. So he is represented by the side. So side into side. So A is multiplied by A multiplied by A. So A into A square, A cube. This is the volume of regular shaped object of cube. And the second one is cuboid. So what is the volume of cuboid? Length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. So L multiplied by B multiplied by H. So L, B, H. And the third one is sphere. What is the formula to calculate the sphere? 4 by 3 into pi into radius squares. So 4 by 3 pi into r square. So 4 by 3 pi r square. This is the volume of sphere. LBH is a volume of cuboid. A cube is a volume of cube. And the last one is cylinder. And the last one is cylinder. So we want to calculate pi into radius into height. So pi into r square into h. So pi r square h. This is the volume of cylinder. The next problem is 1.2. Find the volume of the following. A cube whose side is 3 centimeter. We want to calculate the volume of a cube. First one, volume of a cube. Already we derived in volume of regular shaped object of cube. So what is the formula? Side into side into side. Side into side into side. So you are given that value of side is what? 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So centimeter. So 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter. So centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square into centimeter, centimeter cube. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27 centimeters cube or 27 cubic meter. The next question is a cylinder whose radius is 3 meter and height is 7 meter. So volume of a cylinder equal to, already we know the formula, pi r square h. Pi r square h. Already we know the constant value of pi, 22 divided by 7. Here given that radius is 3 meter square and height is 7 meter. So 22 divided by 7. The square number of 3 is 9. 9 meter square into 7 meter. So here have both 7 and 7 we want to cancel. So 22 multiplied by 9 meter square into meter. So 22 multiplied 9 meter square into meter. Meter cube. So 2 nines are 18. Remaining 1. 2 nines are 18. 19. So 198 meters cube. This is the volume of a cylinder. Thank you students. I already gave one activity to you. You want to do in your house. So okay, thank you. We will see next class. Stay home, stay safe, study well.